is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly complete. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play. And those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Got his man downfield. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's talk about Alabama. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Going for it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolute shank. Missed it. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. On the move. Quarterback tried to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. He'll pull it on the read. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
From the gun, running back gets the give. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Lopez to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. Still on his feet. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here comes that Alabama offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Oh, it's a reverse. Inside the 25. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by a field goal over USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Lopez wants to fire. Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick completion to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. To the air, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Schiff. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend
on. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And a great job understanding.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They punted away on fourth down. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops.
And that's got to be a big-time break, because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got him downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out route. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The snap sets up to throw. That's reeled in. It's Clark. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Smashes through the tackle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Short hands, it's Cunningham. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Young. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. Open space at the 25. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Lopez wants to fire. He's taking the shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina offense returns to the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Lopez to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Goss. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And on 3rd down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on the coverage, and that allowed the offense to convert that 3rd down.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Fleming. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Lopez wants to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Oh, man, what a shot that quarterback took.
You definitely don't want to take many of those shots. I know the result was really good, but you don't want to get rocked and socked, and you definitely don't want your head to go.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Comes that Alabama offense. Gives it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Alabama! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Lopez to pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Tar Heels in the hurry up. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Gauze. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He fires to the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. Final Nearly brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Harper. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Hey, the defense is going to let this quarterback find his fullback as often as he wants. They're not worried about this guy hurting them out in the open field. They rally to him. They get a tackle for loss there.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Schiff. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Lopez to pass. Got a man, it's Johnson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's Gauze. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the back. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
They'll ride the hot hand. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Across the 35. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Lopez wants to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Working the big fella to the corner. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's French. Fights off the defender. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this. Making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Lopez to pass. Looking to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, UNC! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
North Carolina, 23.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Alabama offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davidson. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. From the gun. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.